I'm honestly not a fan of embargoes, and mainly when the products are things I actually do want to talk about. As yes, we've had the Pixel 7s and the Pixel Watch for about a week, and there's a lot to unfold. Microsoft just announced a crazy amount of products today, because why not plan things the same day? And listen, the same goes for Meta, who really thinks you're desperate for an expensive tool to live in whatever their world's going to be. I'm Jaime Rivera, and seriously, there's a full year for all of these products to get announced, but today was the day. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with Microsoft, as they've announced a few products today, but I'll start with my favorite, as the new Surface Pro 9 features a 13-inch 120Hz touch display at 3:2 aspect ratio and a lot of gorgeous improvements. For example, the display also has a number of new features that helps the slate better emulate writing on pen and paper. You can get it in two options, with either a 12th generation Intel Core Alder Lake processor or a Microsoft SQ3 CPU, which is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon technology. I wish both companies came up with better names, but anyways, according to Microsoft, the model with Intel's latest chips is designed to handle large workloads and also offers up to 50% more performance than its predecessor. It packs up to 32 gigs of RAM, packed with up to 1 terabyte of solid-state drive storage. On the other hand, models powered by the SQ3 feature 5G connectivity and have up to 19 hours of battery life, which I've kind of confirmed on previous models. The company claims that the processor has new AI features that are made possible with a new neural processing unit that is capable of over 15 trillion calculations per second. Microsoft CPU can only be paired with up to 16 gigs of RAM and half a terabyte of storage, but it's not like if you need more with ARM chips. The Microsoft Surface Pro 9 will be available for purchase on October 25th at a starting price of $999 for the Intel version and $1299 for the model powered by Microsoft's Qualcomm-powered SQ3 SoC. Yes, I know there are more products, but I'm not really a fan of that Surface Studio with an old chip, like seriously. Moving on, let's talk about Apple and some great news if you're subscribed to their services. During the same event where the new Surface devices were announced, Microsoft confirmed that Windows users will be able to install native versions of Apple Music, Apple TV, and even iCloud Photos. This is a big step for Cupertino, as all of their main services will now be accessible for more people. So far, services like Apple TV and Apple Music were only available via the website or just Music on Android. Microsoft also announced that the Windows 11 photo application will integrate with the iCloud photo library as well. However, it's not clear whether Windows users will be able to take advantage of iCloud photo sharing and others. Now, Xbox gamers, we have some good news for you too. You can now install Apple Music on your console and start a free 1-month trial. The Windows native applications are due in 2023, but a beta process is starting on Wednesday, in case you want to give it a try. Now let's talk about Meta, since they just launched their new VR headset. It's kind of crazy. Earlier today, the company announced their Meta Quest Pro, which is a high-end AR and mixed reality headset that is offered for professional use, leaving the base Quest 2 for casual gaming. It is powered by the Snapdragon XR2 Plus Gen 1, which Qualcomm also unveiled today. The XR2 Plus promises 50% higher performance than the XR2 inside the Quest 2, as well as a 30% improvement in thermals. The new chip is paired with 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. The new headset now uses a different type of optics to reduce the depth of the device by 40%. And Meta also claims that the Pro improves sharpness by 25% in the center view and by 50% in peripheral vision. The Quest Pro uses new LCD panels that have 37% more pixels per inch, 10% more pixels per degree, and a 30% wider color gamut. It comes with 10 cameras, 5 looking in and 5 looking out. These cameras enable more accurate scanning of your surroundings, but also full color pass-through and eye and expression tracking. Finally, the Meta Quest Pro starts at $1,500 and will be available on October 25th. But yeah, for that price, it's clear that the target is enterprise. But I mean, if you have ever seen the laptops that enterprise employees get, enterprises are cheap. They go for bulk, so I don't see them buying this. We'll see who ends up buying it. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's talk about Google and their new Pixel series. Yes, I've had these products for almost a week, but we were under embargo, and I feel that I still need more time for a full review, but I can give you my first impressions. When it comes to the Pixel Watch, listen, I did not think that I was going to get something great here. Google hasn't gotten Wear OS right in nearly a decade, and it's an old chip. But I was wrong. Yes, I do wish it were larger. Yes, I wish it gave me more than a day of battery life, but here's the thing. The experience is so fluid it doesn't feel like a Wear OS watch at all. Actually, it feels more like a Fitbit than anything. And by the way, that Fitbit integration is just genius. Listen, I had no idea the service had grown up to compete with Garmin so well. I already did a few runs and rides on the Peloton, and it's toe-to-toe with my Garmin Epix 2, which is $1,000 in mileage, pace, calorie calculation, and it's actually better at sleep tracking. That said, a lot of these features get better the more you use the watch, as it focuses on a progression. It's not just about closing rings, which is the reason why I feel that it's genius. Obviously, the more that it detects your resting heart rate and your peak heart rate, the better it gets. So obviously, this is the reason I need more time to give you a final verdict. Now, as for the Pixel phones, I'll admit I didn't like last year's units. They were too buggy, the hardware seemed to be, it needed polish, and the battery life was just terrible. But boy, has this generation changed things. The hardware feels top-notch, the battery life is dramatically better, and I can't really say that I've experienced bugs. And listen, the camera did get a lot better on the Pro models, but I'll have to explain in a comparison that's going live tomorrow, so stay tuned. So far, I can tell you that all three devices have far exceeded my expectations, but in today's question, let us know. Are you getting any of the new Pixels or the Pixel Watch? Because in my case, I don't think I'll be able to stop using this Pixel 7 Pro. Still on the ropes with the Pixel Watch though, but it has a lot to do with my personal preferences that I'll explain in my review later. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social media as our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me enjoy new toys I can't talk about, which is really hard to hide whenever you're doing other videos. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.